Hi Aquarius, welcome. So Aquarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's go ahead and get into it. So Aquarius, I feel like this time frame kind of got started off with a punch, right? So you might have felt like a very big shift in the energy as we went into November. There's a lot of like changeable energy, transformative energy coming through as we go into Scorpio season. So you may be feeling that as well, Aquarius, especially if you have Scorpio placements in your chart. But let's see how this pertains to the connection and what you got going on. So the card that came out is your card, Aquarius. So this is the North Node of Destiny, which is talking about your soul school, your learning curve, fulfilling your purpose. But it also talks about taking the approach of integrity, being emotionally mature, and kind of blossoming into a new version of yourself, Aquarius. Sometimes this card also talks about healing and going through a healing process. So that might be something that you also have going on in the month of November, but we'll see. So let's see what your crowning energy is then, Aquarius. Where am I, Aquarius? Oh, I thought I had a card flip. And don't mind if you can hear what sounds like screaming in the background. It's my son. He's fine. He's playing video games, and he's my little Virgo, and he's very vocal. So, anyways, speaking of Scorpio season, Aquarius, your crowning energy is the Death and Rebirth card, which is Scorpio energy. Again, you could be dealing with Scorpio, have that in your chart, or it's just simply highlighting the November time frame being a big time of change and transformation. So like literally these two cards already clarified exactly what I got in the meditation before I pulled cards. So this is a time of big change for you, Aquarius, particularly when it comes to emotions, love, and relationships, and possibly this person you are connecting with. I do feel like there is a learning curve here, so they're giving me the words growth and development. So new things that you may be learning about yourself as it pertains to, you know, what you still need to work on possibly when it comes to relationships or your own inner work or the relationship with yourself. But I feel like, yeah, you can expect big changes. And they're actually saying this is going to go Scorpio through your birthday season. So from now until mid-February, you're going to be seeing some changes. And I was going to say in love life, but they said stratosphere, meaning they're saying in the entirety of your life, or and I don't feel like this is a bad thing, Aquarius, but like big changes in the stratosphere. Oh, they're giving me a song now. She walks like summer, she talks like rain. Reminds me that there's time to change. Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Oh, I know that song. Drops of Jupiter. That song is coming through, Aquarius. That may be of relevance to you or someone you're connected to, and or you may actually randomly hear that song over the next few weeks or months. If so, come back to this reading and maybe watch it again. So let's see, person you are connecting with is the Nine of Pentacles. So this person is, what's being highlighted for them is getting comfortable in their skin, getting comfortable with their independence. This card often talks about I was going to say this card often talks about autonomy, but they gave me the word singled out. So somebody, FYI, could feel singled out during this time frame, whether it's this person or someone outside of the connection here, Aquarius. But this person is in this phase of their life where they're kind of getting comfortable with where they're at, who they are, what they have going on. And they are also on some sort of learning curve here that has to deal with their destiny and fulfilling their purpose. So let's look at the recent past energy, Aquarius, and see what led into the now moment. And then we are going to look at how you're perceiving each other in the current energy, how you both feel underneath all of it, and then the most likely future outcome. So, and now I'm not going to be able to get that song out of my head. This is a catchy song. All right, so what led up to the now moment, Aquarius? You have the Emperor here, the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Wheel. So, Aquarius, the first message I got when I looked at these cards was a feeling of out of control. It could have felt like that there was things going on that was out of your control, or out of your ability to maybe even control how you were feeling. And as an Aquarius myself, and as a fixed sign, I could tell you that most of us fixed signs do like a sense of control, even though control is always somewhat of an illusion, because the only thing you have control over is your mind and how you choose to feel. But there is a sense of like that coming through, of just feeling like things were out of your hands. And then almost on, this feeling too of like, oh well, or F it, like kind of letting go of things that you don't have control over, and coming to some sort of understanding with yourself, Aquarius, that you do truly only have control over how you choose to see a situation or a person and how you feel, and coming to some sort of like internal resolution around that is what's providing the Aquarian energy some healing during this time frame. It's kind of like relinquishing the need for other people to understand you, Aquarius, or to understand this connection, or maybe for this person to understand you. Take it as it resonates. There's a lot of self-reflection showing up here. And then right after that is the Wheel of Karma. So it could have felt like, sorry if you can hear my son. It could have felt like you went, I'm getting the term backslided. No, that's not backslid. Like you were going backwards for a little bit. Like you were on top of things. You felt like you were in control. And then, boom, like you hit a low point, or maybe just simply had a bad day or whatever. And it may have felt like, wow, I'm going backwards here. But actually, after some self-reflection, Aquarius, I feel like things moving forward again. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, we never truly go backwards, right? Because there only ever is the here and now. We can only ever live in the now moment. And so truly, the past and the future is nothing but a play on your mind. It's either your memory, your imagination, or the present moment. So there's really no going back, Aquarius. But it could feel that way, right? Like, or it may have felt that way for a little bit. So let's see what person you're connected to, what they have going on in the recent past energy. The World, the Knight of Swords. I feel a lot of emotion in this person's energy. Is like, I'm feeling like, when you feel like a lot of emotion welling up in your chest, like as soon as I pulled out this person's cards, that's kind of the sensation that came over me. So, they could be going through a lot of emotional things, or at least they have in the recent past. Man, my cards. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So Aquarius, in this person's recent past, I feel like they felt like they were on top of things. Okay, so I'm hearing things like best laid plans, and I'm getting like really emotional. I can actually feel it, like emotions running high, or, and it's not reflective of the cards. It's purely what I'm feeling through channeling, is like this very intense emotional pull here. Okay. This person may or may not have expressed that to you, Aquarius, but I feel like underneath it all, that's kind of how they've been feeling. I feel like this person has went back and forth on communicating some things to you or keeping it quiet. Maybe I should say this, maybe I shouldn't say this. Like, there seems to be a lot of contemplation going on in this person's energy, as well as to like what they want to share with you or others. I feel like if this person feels like you will get too emotional or they will get too emotional, they may choose to keep some things to themselves, Aquarius. I'm not getting like malicious intent behind that, but just like wanting to like avoid any emotionally charged type of conversations, okay? And or you may be wanting to avoid that, Aquarius. But I just feel like, because I'm getting things like keep the peace, you know, I feel like there's this desire for, you know, one of you to keep the peace, or this person wants to keep the peace, because what they're really wanting is to feel on top of things, to feel satisfied, to feel happy. And if that means that they have to lay some things to rest without communicating it, I feel like that's kind of where this person is headed, or that's kind of where their thought space is right now. Because I'm also getting an old 80s song, get over it, get over it. Yeah, so, sorry, got the itchies. All right, let's go into perception then. How do you perceive each other, Aquarius, in the current energy? Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be how you see it, but it may not be how they see it, but we'll start there. All right, so 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Yikes. No wonder I'm getting all itchy. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups. I just felt like a gut punch. You know, like, and they gave me the word gut wrenching. So that sounds intense, Aquarius. There could have been some of that going on as well. That kind of maybe came out of the blue during the eclipse, possibly, or the last full moon. Take it as it resonates. But I actually feel like that's past energy. I feel like you would know what that means. But there's just this message here about you withholding some things out of this need to protect your heart, Aquarius. And I will say, I feel like Aquarians get a bad rap for being unemotional, but that's only because people don't really truly know an Aquarian. I think we're very deep feeling people. We're the freaking water bearer. We are the bearer of emotion. But there is this ability and this thing you do, Aquarius, where you shut down when you're feeling too much emotion, and I'm guilty of that as well. It's a coping mechanism. It's a protective mechanism. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that's what this would indicate, you know, like either trying to ward off feeling something or the pain of something, or feeling it and then walling off to everyone so that you could cope with it or something like that. This is what's showing up here, Aquarius, is the part of you that can detach and be quite cold. But I'm sure you have good reason for that. This could have been what you were reflecting about here in the recent past. This is also what needs to be healed during this time frame. And I do feel like, okay, the next two cards are very positive. So out of some sort of struggle comes some sort of success, validation, attention, and romance. All right, so this is the card of love and romance. So I definitely feel like, Aquarius, once you kind of bounce back into who you really are, I feel like you'll be very magnetic. You may draw a lot of attention to you. You may be very attractive to others or to this person. And certainly, you know, exuding that star energy, right, as you are the star card of the tarot. And they're giving me a song. Break my heart, break my heart. I feel like I'm dealing with a bunch of Aquarians that are afraid of getting their heart broken. Okay, but be careful about dwelling on your fears, because you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. All right, so it does not serve you to sit and dwell on worst case scenarios, Aquarius, or the fear of something. It doesn't prepare you anymore. It doesn't make you more analytical. All it does is throw you out of alignment and make you feel terrible. And it sets you up to possibly manifest a fear. So be careful with that, Aquarius. Like, I feel like instead put the focus more on your ability to sustain yourself, whether or not you get your heart broken. Right? Your ability to be adaptable and survive regardless. And this reminds me of, it was a video I saw on TikTok, and this guy was interviewing this woman, and she said, I'm afraid to put myself out there because I'll be betrayed. I'm afraid I'll be betrayed. And the spiritual speaker was saying, no, it's not that you fear being betrayed by another. It's that you fear that you will be unable to love yourself regardless. Like, essentially what he was saying is like, you cannot control what other people do. And maybe they will betray you, maybe they won't. But that can't matter, because all that matters is that you don't betray yourself. That you stay true to you. And if you can be solid in that, it doesn't matter what other people might do or might not do. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't mean to get preachy on you, Aquarius, but that's what is popping into my mind as like an example of how you could kind of like overcome that thought process and kind of do the inner work around that, right? Because you cannot control what other people might feel, might say, might do. But if you can control what you feel, say, and do, does it matter what anybody else does? No. All right, so let's see this person's perception. What are they seeing in the connection? I have another song in my head. We gonna get fucked up tonight. Sorry for the language. But that's how the song goes. It's like a party song. Maybe you need to party a little bit. And as I say that, I look down. You have the Six of Wands, which is the card of like celebrations and parties. All right, so you might have reasons to celebrate, and the Three of Cups. There you go. So wow, this person, no. This person, I cannot even just, I'm going to tell you. You know what I heard? I heard a party in my pants. I heard a party in my pants. It's coming from this person's side. Okay, I'm sorry. That's probably very immature. It's probably not coming from my higher guides. No, why was that? Why did that pop in my head? I don't know. For a little laugh. I don't know. Anyways, moving forward. So, so I feel like, okay, this person might be ready to party or have a celebration or definitely see things come together. They have the card of being in love or love, new beginnings, success, and celebration. So like, I feel like it's a party over here, Aquarius. You know, like your cards seem more serious and like more focused on like, you know, inner healing. And this person's cards, I'm just saying, are a little bit more lighthearted, like a little bit more playful, Aquarius. So this person may just be in a different energetic place than you right now. But I feel like this person is definitely looking for new beginnings in love. And they also might be, you know, magnetic or very attractive to you or attractive to others, okay? I feel like there is a heavy attraction to each other, Aquarius, as you're both showing up as the Six of Wands. I think that this person sees this connection through the eyes of love, through the eyes of wanting to take a chance, of wanting success and wanting to see things pan out. So, and don't get me wrong, Aquarius, I don't feel like you're like closed off to this, but I just feel like you're more skeptical than this person is in the current energy. All right, because of that protective mechanism. So let's see what is going on in the emotional space, Aquarius, and what you have going on underneath all of that. Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Judgment. So I am hearing that there's karmic debt that still needs to be cleared out when it comes to your emotional space and relationships. But then right on the heels of that is a practical new beginning, something you can taste, touch, and feel. This is not like a spiritual or emotional new beginning, a practical new beginning manifesting for you. And what does it have to deal with? Relationships, commitments, and there might be some judgment around this, Aquarius, whether that's coming from you or people outside of the connection. And I feel like this is an encouragement for you to, again, get into that space of not caring, of letting go. You know, the happier you'll be, let me restate this, the quicker you don't care what other people think, the happier you'll be. And I mean genuinely don't care. Not like I'm going to prove myself, I'm going to show people I don't care. Because if you really don't care, you don't even need to do that. You don't need to explain yourself or prove yourself. It's genuinely not caring. Because you're caring about self first, foremost. How do you feel? What do you want? You know, what feels good to you? And making yourself a priority. And I feel like that's kind of the space that you got to be in and that you're going to be in as we go through Scorpio season. But like I said, this energy lasts all the way to mid-February. So this might be a time where you're really empowering yourself to be that true Aquarius, you know, that true independent, free-thinking, rebellious type of Aquarius. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that like rebellious in a bad way. I mean it in you're carving out your own path, regardless if anyone else is on that path, that type of stuff. So let's see what this person, and I just heard the path less traveled. The path less traveled. What do they call that when you're the first to do something? Trendsetter. That could totally be unrelated to this connection, but that's the word that I'm getting, trendsetter. All right, so you have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, no, sorry. Person you're connecting to, what's going on in their heart space, they have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, there's that Scorpio energy again, death and rebirth. Holy guacamole. All right, so then they also have the Ten of Swords. So this person has two endings, two big changes here. Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Okay. So in this person's heart of heart, Aquarius is, can I talk? There's some big changes going on here, okay? Big changes. And this person has some choices here. Okay, so there's some things going on karmically speaking that this person needs to put an end to. Okay, it may or may not be related to this connection. It could actually be related to an outside party or an outside connection that may come to light here, Aquarius. But I feel like this person, there's definitely something that is either coming to an end or they're putting an end to. And it has to deal with interference. Okay, so outside interference is what I'm hearing. So very interesting. They have a choice to make here. And if they don't, no, I don't want to say it like that. They have a choice to make, right? They could allow something to continue and it will further confuse the situation. Or they could give up or end something and then it results in a more cooperative, like supportive energy that would be beneficial to them and this connection. Hold on a second, because I'm getting a few different messages. Okay, so this is what the emotionally charged energy is about. There seems to be something that has went on that this person had to there's some sort of ending here that's very emotionally charged going on in this person's heart space. And I don't feel like it has to deal with you, Aquarius, but it could. And the only reason I say that is because I heard outside interference, all right? But take it as it resonates. This person has been a little bit confused, like, as to trying to decide, like, okay, what's worth the fight, or should I just give up on that? Like, okay, so, yes, all right. So, remember I said at the beginning of the reading that, like, this person, if they feel like something is going to be emotionally charged or trigger you or whatever, or themselves, they may actually avoid speaking about it. Like, that's what's happening in the heart space as well. It's like, okay, do I go to battle on that, or do I let it go? And I feel like they go back and forth on that, which causes some emotional confusion and definitely exhausts this person. They have definitely put an end to something recently, or they will be in Scorpio season, that's beneficial to them. And it could be an end to a behavior or an end to something that was interfering with the connection, you name it, all right? But whatever it is, once they're able to squash that, it's beneficial to them, but also to the connection, because it like frees up the energy to where there could be a better and more equal exchange. And it also brings in more of like this supportive energy. They got a lot going on in their heart space. All right, I'm just saying. So let's go into the most likely future outcome, which is based on free will, meaning you can change the outcomes if needed, but we'll start there. Most likely future outcome. You have the Tower. Jeez Louise. You have 2 death and rebirth cards and the stinking Tower. Like, I called it right at the beginning of the reading. What did I say? Big changes. Big changes. All right. Oh my gosh. I I've got this card out 3 freaking times. Woo! Listen, Aquarius, if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, go check out the Scorpio reading. I feel like it will resonate with you, or your cross watcher if they have Scorpio in their chart. All right, so the High Priestess, the Tower, Death and Rebirth. The Eight of Cups, why the Eight of Cups? Temperance. King of Swords. Why the King of Swords? Oh my gosh, we're going to be here all day. I'm sorry. Be nosy for us Aquarians. The Hangman. All right, I'm going to stop there. So, Aquarius, wow, huge, huge changes. Now, this is coming in on a spiritual, emotional level. But I did also see you manifesting something that you can taste, touch, and feel as well on a practical level. But these huge shifts and changes that I'm feeling are, yes, going to manifest into your practical life, but mostly it's about your inner self, how you feel, how you think, your spiritual growth, right? Because the overall card was the card of destiny and spirituality. So there is some huge changes coming through that arena of your life that's actually going to help you to walk away from things that no longer serve you, and to close out some karmic ties, okay, Aquarius, and allow you to walk into your next chapter. And what is the next chapter about? It's heavily about you working on yourself, becoming more independent, becoming more authentic with who you are, how you express yourself, more thoughtful. There's something here that you're learning as well, and it's about conflict and conflict resolution. And you're getting some sort of new perspective on that as well. So I'm sorry, I have the itchies all of a sudden. And while you're doing all of this work on yourself, there does seem to be like outlying drama going on outside of the situation. Now, you may or may not be aware of this because the Hangman was in the reverse. I feel like there's a lack of clarity around this, meaning this may be something that you become aware of, but maybe don't have the full picture of just yet. But I just feel like there's this possibility of like conflict or drama or this competitive type of energy impacting you, Aquarius, and you see like this is your card, right? And this is kind of happening behind the scenes. So that's why I feel like as you're like working on yourself, Aquarius, there could be external influences or things going on that you're either ignoring. Some of you are intentionally ignoring this, like you're aware of it and you're intentionally ignoring it like a true Aquarian would. Others of you, you are not yet aware of this, but there is an awareness coming in. Give me a time frame. In November. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome, which is also based on free will. Temperance. Okay, sorry, no, the full picture comes in during Sagittarius season. So, yes, be careful of that. Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call. Oops, I'm supposed to be doing a private reading. All right, let me get these person's cards out real quick, and then we'll jump. All right, so Temperance, the Magician, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Why the Five of Wands? The Six of Cups. So what I'm getting from this person's cards is that there may be something that comes back to haunt them during this time frame, and it's from the past, okay? There seems to be something going on about, there's something unresolved in this person's past that could potentially cause drama. Ooh, that's what it is. That's what it was. If they don't properly end something or change something in the current energy, it's going to haunt them in the future energy. Like it's going to pop back up. And that's where this possible drama could come from, Aquarius. And I feel like this person is in this space of becoming more comfortable in their skin, wanting to have a little bit more fun, definitely wanting love, you know, looking forward to love or this connection. And yet they lack insight on how to resolve something that has some sort of drama around it and the past is involved. And if they don't get ahead of this, Aquarius, if they don't try to resolve something before it becomes something bigger, it will become something bigger. And that's their caution, is to be more proactive, you know, with how they're thinking, how they're feeling, because what they're thinking and feeling is manifesting the next and the next and the next. And if their head ain't on right and they're giving a lot of thought or attention to shit that they shouldn't be, they're going to manifest it into their next chapter. And that's a caution for them. Now, this will only affect you, Aquarius, if you allow it to. Some of y'all are going to ignore this. Some of you are yet to become aware of this. But I feel you doing a lot of self-work here, focusing on some deep internal changes that you have going on here. And ultimately, you know, this is on your path with this person, but also yourself. So there's something to be learned here, okay, and gained and healed. So let's see what the guidance is real quick and go from there. Guidance for my Aquariuses. You have soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. This is a time of solitude. It's a time to pause and reflect. It's a time for you. And that's kind of what I feel you doing, Aquarius, is doing a lot of that inner work. This person has the card of study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know it's time to study. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. This person is learning something new, and it really has a lot to deal with not leaving things unresolved by being proactive about the things that matter to them, especially the things that they love. Otherwise, it's going to keep popping up, Aquarius. So, wow. Oops. So those cards just flew out. Whatever. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own chart. We're going to wrap it there. I have tons of Scorpio here. You could have Scorpio in your chart or the person you're dealing with. But I also have Virgo, heavy Virgo placement energy here. Sagittarius, heavy Sagittarius energy. Aries, Aquarius, Sagittarius again, Scorpio again. Taurus, Libra, Taurus again, Aries again, Pisces. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Aquarius. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.